Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Michael Tai, my neighbor from Los Angeles, who's going to come here and talk to us about communication and networking.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Tai. I'm sure everyone here already know me, so I don't want to waste time to introduce myself. It's an honor for me to be here to represent for LA Champa community. So I'm going to make it quick. I'm sure everyone here know how to define language. As we all know, language simply defined as a communication. Back to 185 years ago, our Champa communicated with each other by Cham language only. Today, we have more opportunities to learn more language: Vietnamese, English, French. Apparently, people want to learn the language that they are able to use at work or benefit their interest, which is totally fine. But we have to know our native language, Cham, why it is so important for younger generation and our children to learn our native language. Well, if we don't pass on our Cham language to the next generation, the language will eventually die. It's the parent's responsibility to teach their children to speak Cham. It has to start from home. If your children don't speak Cham at home, you fail. And whatever we are trying to do here today is a waste of time. Start teaching your children when they just learn how to talk. At that time, they will learn really fast because their brain cell is developing. Don't wait until they realize that learning Cham is not really beneficial because they cannot use it at workplace or communicate with their friend. Then it will be too late. Even us, we don't see much benefit to learn how to write and speak Cham. Besides, it allows us to understand and appreciate the history of our ancestors. So we need to do something to encourage our children to learn Cham. I think we should come up with a committee and create an exam, call it Cham language examination or test of Cham as a native language for our Cham community. This exam will measure your ability to use and understand Cham at the fundamental level, and it evaluates how well you combine your reading, listening, speaking, and writing skills. There will be an award for those parents whose children pass the exam. The certificate should be issued to the parents. It's reward for the parent to spend time to teach their children, and they should be proud of themselves. This exam should take place once a year, and the perfect time to take this exam is during our Champa Youth Camp event, which is usually take place in July 4. If we all make this happen, I'm confident that our Cham language will not die, but it will grow, and we will have hope. I will discuss this matter in detail with our Champa Youth Camp Committee. Once again, happy Thanksgiving everyone, and have a wonderful time with your love.
Thank you. Thank you, Iduk. I totally agree that we should all speak Cham more, so I'll try more in the future to speak some Cham. So next up, we have Mr. Arifin Thien from San Francisco, who's going to be speaking about issues in the Cham community of San Francisco. Please welcome.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Brothers and sisters in Islam and also in our ethnic race of Cham, I greet all of you with the universal greeting of peace of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the organizers and everyone who was involved in setting up this conference. It was an absolute pleasure for me to be invited to speak on the current issues that we're facing as a community, as a Cham community in San Francisco. When my cousin Qasem, when he made the notion and gave me the call for me to speak, I was kind of shocked that he wanted to choose me, because this is probably only my second conference that I've attended. And to be upfront and honest with everybody, I was never really actively involved in this sort of thing. Truthfully, I felt my zeal and my comfort was learning more about my faith and my religion. And through that, it actually connected me more to my culture, because the religion of Islam, it teaches you to be dutiful to your parents. And my father, my late father, may God be pleased with him, he was very passionate about, preserving the Cham, history and heritage. So it's an absolute honor for me to stand before you today. As you can see, I'm a little bit nervous. But the topic that I want to speak about is, our issues facing the Cham community in San Francisco. And it was hard for me to come up with something to speak about, because there's so many issues. Because first, we don't even have a community in San Francisco. We have absolutely no cooperation with each other at all to do anything to gather up for religious festivities, or to gather to even have a cup of coffee. It's so difficult. I remember growing up as a child, and I remember there being well over 100 families in San Francisco, and mainly being from the Chams from the Chao Doc region in Vietnam. But as the cost of living got higher and higher and higher, slowly families started to move to Sacramento, move to Modesto, move to Stockton, move to more affordable areas of San Francisco. And I'd like to say this: one of the reasons why that I feel that the Cham community in San Francisco had to move away is because the refugees that came to San Francisco in the early 80s, they were never taught to integrate into society. They were never taught skills to go out and to get a job. They were not taught anything to have to do with anything with society. It's, you go learn your language, or you learn the Quran, and you go celebrate the Mawlid, and you go celebrate this and you celebrate that at the Surau, and that was pretty much it. We were never networking to learn something that would benefit us, benefit our community later on in life. So that was one of the downfalls. We were taught, our parents were taught to sit back and to collect food stamps and to collect the welfare check and to try to cheat the government as much as you can. And this wasn't the way to go about it. That's why you see communities like in Los Angeles and Seattle and other places where they flourish, because they learn to build credit, to buy homes, to get involved with government, and to get involved in with being a city official, and to do that sort of thing so that they could benefit the community. So because we lacked in that field, the Chams had to move to more affordable places in the state where cost of living was cheaper, and therefore our community in San Francisco, we were left till today, I believe it's somewhere around like, 10 families, 15 families tops. And that's all we have. So, I know I'm going to cut my speech short, but to be frank and to be honest, because the community in San Francisco is so small, the Cham community is so small, some of us have actually tied ourselves with the community in Sacramento, where we join them when they have events for certain religious events, or if they have conferences or anything. Me, I'm kind of split because the majority of my mom's family is in Sacramento and the rest of my father's family is in San Jose. So I will be attending events on both sides of the scale. But to be here today and to really benefit from all of the rich history and a lot of this stuff that I'm just learning myself from the first time. And I'm in absolute awe, and I can't thank the organizers and everybody who was involved with getting this place set up. I can't thank them enough because it really has opened my eyes a little bit more. It's opened my heart a little bit more. I know if my father was here today, he'd be so proud of me. And if he was here today, it's probably him speaking and not me. So I really thank everybody, and I make it an intention in my heart that I will attend more of these conferences as much as I can. I will try to get the word out to my fellow Cham brothers and sisters in San Francisco and everywhere else as much as I can, to come and to benefit and to have fun, good food, nice people, family that I haven't seen in so many years. And I thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, everybody, so we saved the best for last. Ms. Vangan Tan, she's from San Jose. She's going to talk to us about youth leadership, charity, and peace for the Cham community. Please welcome her.